Welcome everybody to episode 3 of the ReDVDit Netcast. I'm joined tonight by Mr. Charles Phillips. Hello, Charles P22.
What's up?
And Beef. Say hey, Beef.
Yo.
And you have myself. And you have Markusha. Hello, Markusha. From north of the border, eh?
Yeah, first Canadian guest, I guess.
The first Canadian guest. He's...
It feels so special, eh?
And we have Royal B, who is, I have a buzzer waiting for him, just in case.
I'll be
I'm gonna get right into it here. I'm gonna go ahead and mention first off, Jonathan Winters passed away April 11th. Not sure the day of the week. That would be Thursday. He was huge as far as like comedy. I mean, he was around probably from birth almost. It seems like. Charles, you said you saw a documentary on him last week.
Yeah, it was streaming on Netflix, and it's called Certifiably Jonathan, and it's all about, it's a mockumentary. It kind of follows him around. Some of it's scripted. He was a painter. He painted a lot of stuff, but it really has a lot of kind of insight into his personality, and he does some impressions and stuff that he did. I mean, I remember when I first saw him was through Mork and Mindy back in the 80s. When I was a kid, he was on that show. So he had a huge relationship with Robin Williams. Was a major influence on Robin Williams. I mean, we wouldn't have a lot of people if it wasn't for Jonathan Winters. So it's sad to see him go, but it was natural causes. I mean, he was definitely up there in years, 80-something, I think. But yeah, it's weird when you haven't watched anything from a movie star for a long time, and then you watch something, and then they show up in the news, in the next week or so.
Yeah, it was very sad. I mean, he was very much a legend. I know he put out a bunch of back in the day. I think this is before Markusha was probably born, but they actually had these record wax.
Well, the only thing that Jonathan Winters that I've ever seen was actually It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. And unfortunately, there's still no definitive version out there except for like the 3-hour cut that's on the VHS. It's a 2-tape thing. But believe me, from what I saw, and I've barely seen anything Jonathan Winters, he was very funny. Very funny.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
See, now I gotta watch the 3-hour VHS copy of it. Maybe next April.
Maybe next April. It's hard to find, though. It really is. I found a torrent of it, I downloaded it, and then I watched it last summer. For the first time end to end. It's still really funny.
It's on DVD on Amazon for $14 new and $8 used.
Yeah, but that's a cut version.
That's a cut version.
That's like 161 minutes instead of 183 or 191. I forget what the VHS cut is.
What about the Blu-ray? It came out February 7th.
It's still the 161 cut.
Yes, the 161.
Oh, wow.
You have to find the VHS to get the full...
There's still rumors of a 5-hour cut.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This is just the Mad, Mad World. The other one's the Mad, 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 Mad World.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
There was a lot more Mads on this.
I wanted to also mention our new experts. We have 2. It's 2, right?
Yeah.
3. Isn't it 3?
3.
3?
Oh, yes. Okay. Wilson Lives, our foreign film expert, which we actually made the category for him. We have A Way Out, who is our new comedy expert. And we have the real Jay Schaff, who is better known as Tyler Ward in the chat, who is our new drama expert. So we got 3 experts this week. So excited about that. And the good thing is Way Out is in chat right now. So is Tyler. Hey guys, they're hopefully watching. Yes, we can see chat. This is being streamed live, but we are all in the ReDVDit chat as well.
Well, you are.
I am.
Okay, I am. A few of us are in. And speaking of experts, we do have Tyler Ward, the real Jay Schaff, A Way Out, and Royal B, who are doing AMAs right now.
Feel free to ask anything, you guys.
Yeah, links will most certainly be added to those in the show notes, which I promise will get posted this time. This past week was not Stalk Like Horn's best week, but show notes will be posted.
And if I could say something, I'm sorry for the photo. I was kind of drunk in it, so I know I look a little bit heavy. So
there was a photo.
Yeah, I posted photo proof. A lecture I did over.
All right, so if you really want us to ask you anything, would you fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck?
100 duck-sized horses.
I can just imagine you kicking them and punting them across the field.
Oh, of course. I got my kung fu powers.
That's like the go-to question for all AMAs now, ain't it?
Yeah, imagine if Morgan Freeman actually answered them. I would rather fight 100 duck-sized horses.
What was with that, by the way? Since we're
okay,
movie
since we're
related.
talking, yeah. What I think it was is because there's a real big mix-up with movie companies trying to promote their films. And when they promote their films to online stuff like Reddit, they try to get people to see these movies. And what better way than to actually interact with the big stars and ask them questions, personal questions about the movies, anything. And so what it really appeared to be was that it seemed to be too fishy because it didn't seem like it would be Morgan Freeman at all. The username Oblivion Film, not really that original, like nothing specific for Morgan Freeman. The only thing that would link to the AMA was a Facebook page. There was no Twitter feed, nothing that said, hey, I'm doing an AMA. And the verification photo looked completely shopped, and it did not look like him at all. And there was it was huge backlash over in the AMA, and the mods had to actually explain what went down the next day. What was the process of actually getting him to do this AMA?
It was a picture of him, but the Hey Reddit paper was photoshopped onto him while he was like asleep on a couch.
Yeah, to be honest, like not even the paper looked that right.
Right. He ramparted it.
Did you see the proof video? Did you catch the proof video that was posted?
No.
I forget the username, but he loaded the picture into Photoshop and exposed like how fake that layer of the photo is, and turned the image into like some 3D image, and he rotated it and all this other crap, and you can see like the actual sheet of paper is like looks like it's inches off of the actual picture.
Then they zoomed in the reflection of his eye, and they found it
across the street, the water droplet, and
enhance. They reversed it and figured out where he was.
That was from Red Dwarf. Has anybody seen that Red Dwarf where they do that?
No, yeah.
Yep. Oh, it's hilarious. I'll post the link after the netcast. It pretty much does that. It's like, focus on the water droplet, back across the street, okay, back across the street in the window, and then, catch the reflection of this, and Mark just suddenly fell into another world or something.
Fell into the negative
Twilight
zone.
I don't know. I kind of like it this way.
Tyler Ward says, interestingly enough, this wasn't the first time Freeman's been the victim of an internet hoax this year. Did they also say he was dead? They said he was dead like a few...
No, not dead. It was something about quoting him. He's like, I never said shit like that.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Who's got the bottom mouth now?
I thought Royal would be the problem. Apparently Mark Kusha's the sailor in tonight.
I never said shit like that before.
The underage Canadian comes through.
Hey, I'm not underage. I can legally drink here.
Not here, though.
No. Come back to Ontario, I can drink. Come to the States, nope.
Milk.
I wanted to bring up another topic with you guys. I forget who posted it. I think Charles may have posted it about the Voodoo streaming site getting hacked. Or not getting hacked, but someone broke into, I guess, their server building and stole a bunch of the hard drives and stuff like that. It's supposed to have a lot of personal information. Did anybody hear about that?
No, I didn't see that.
No.
Blue Chainsaw Man posted that 3 days ago.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
Isn't Voodoo Walmart's streaming service?
Yep. It is.
Yeah. Just...
Wow, Royal.
I'm sorry.
Royal be a huge fan of Walmart, apparently.
Oh, I am a huge fan. But yeah, it kind of says something when your whole server gets taken.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of odd, where they didn't actually hack anything; they just stole the hard drive.
You can, yeah.
They shouldn't have promoted one of their Walmart greeters to head of security of the Voodoo servers.
yes, pretty much.
Welcome to Bravo.
Yeah,
That's
my
bad
house
they
get
want to
cut
call Tom
again.
right now.
But I just needed that confirmed before I blew up laughing.
Yeah, it's a way out. They actually just, from what I read about it, I got an email as well. Duel said he got an email. They physically broke into the buildings and stole the drives. So it wasn't like they were hacked, they just stole it. And they said that, passwords were hashed, all that kind of stuff. And they said that the likelihood of them getting any kind of information was low, but they have gone and reset all passwords and stuff like that. And
Yeah, I got the password reset message.
yeah, I don't think I've even used them. I think I signed up just to check out what it was one time. So, and I wouldn't dare give Walmart a real password. So, I just always think
They didn't
it's
have much
funny.
of a selection anyway.
Yeah, just people always talk about. The reason I brought it up was just kind of like the whole streaming versus physical media thing, I guess.
Well, for me, being in Canada, it's kind of different with streaming. Because for one thing, with Netflix, we really don't have that much option or that much choice as you guys do in the States as well. Like, we don't have access to Hulu, we don't have Pandora, we don't have anything like that. So for me, collecting DVDs and collecting Blu-rays, it's kind of a big deal to me. Because as people say, oh, why don't you download? Why don't you just have it like that? It's kind of easier. But, to me, I enjoy having the physicality of it, and that's why I also really love Criterion Collection. Because they do stuff that most companies in the past did, what they don't do now. They have inserts. They have stuff that actually tells you stuff about the film or about what you're watching. And it just doesn't happen anymore.
Whatever. You have healthcare. We just need something to watch while we die.
No, I'm with Merkush, but I would like to have a physical copy of something instead of saving something to a hard drive.
Yeah.
You still have to worry about electricity. You still have to worry about the hard drive dying on you. You still have to worry about the hard drive burning out. You know, you have that physical copy. You can just copy it over again on the hard drive again, and then put it away for some odd years until the next time.
But the idea
That
with
physical
Voodoo,
copy
though,
is still there for them.
the idea
Go
with
ahead.
Voodoo though wasn't to replace your physical media. What it was to have a cloud server with your physical media on it, which I like. Like the more connected devices we have, like our connected TVs that are Wi-Fi, our connected, tablets, whatever it is that we have, to be able to access our entire physical media through a cloud server. I like that idea. There's just, how do you keep it secure?
Exactly.
How do you keep the servers from getting stolen? There's no encryption that, can't be gotten into. So, short of setting up your own server where you have all your own, internet media. I think Beeve has one set up, his own media server, and he can probably access that remotely if he wanted to, but that's his own thing with his own security. So I like the idea. I just don't think we've found the right way to do it yet.
Gigafrost has his own media server as well. Large media server.
It's bigger than a bread box.
Mark, that was a question. Do you have Redbox up there?
I don't know. I think we do have something like that. I have seen it in a few Walmarts and a few grocery shops, but I've never used it because, for one thing, I barely rent out anymore because why rent when you can actually download something? And believe me, since Blockbuster's gone out of business and Rogers Video, there's only been one rental place that I know of that's downtown, and they still thrive because they have a dedicated fan base. But to me, I miss going to the local video store that was like right across from me, and just saying hi to like the locals there, and basically renting out what was the new release of that week and bringing it home to watch with the family, because that used to be a tradition for us. And now that that's gone, we've all grown up. We kind of evolved our different traditions. And nowadays, it's just me earning the money, getting the new release of the week, and actually keeping it because I want it. But I just see no use in having something like Redbox for me. Other people use it, just not for me.
The reason I ask is because it's something I mentioned in the first two podcasts, but they have the Redbox Instant now, where you can do the streaming, and also you can do like 4 rentals from the boxes. Something I did
4 at a time?
Well, you get the way that they do it is you pay $8 a month, which is the same as Netflix, and you get unlimited streaming of the stuff that they have online, and you get coupons for 4 free rentals a month, which is, from what I found, about the only thing they have over Netflix. And I know Netflix always sucks in Canada. A lot of people complain about it there. So I didn't know if you had tried out the Redbox thing yet.
No, I haven't tried it. But then again, I don't even have Netflix either. I actually don't mind having I don't mind not having Netflix.
Well, from what I heard, I wouldn't mind it either.
No.
I checked 10 of the movies, and I don't know why, but I'm completely fascinated with the whole Redbox thing. I think just because it's the only thing that has been really a challenger to Netflix. But I took 10 of the movies that was on RedboxInstant.com's front page, because I did sign up. Out of the 10 movies I tried, they had 4 that Netflix didn't. I tried Wooly Bully, Capote, National Security, Joe Dirt, Radio Flyer, Jumanji, Like Father, Like Son, which, who really wants to watch that anyway? Into the Sun, Unthinkable, and Dolan's Cadillac. And Radio Flyer, Like Father, Like Son, Unthinkable, and Dolan's Cadillac were the only ones that were just on the Redbox. Radio Flyer would probably be the only one I'd want to watch.
Not Dolan's Cadillac?
I've not seen it. Royal B, you said that it was a good movie?
Yeah, it's alright. It's based off a Stephen King book. Stephen King story.
So it's set in Maine, and there's some sort of horrible... I don't know, the whole thing.
No, it's set in the deserts of Nevada.
Wait, so it's not in Maine? That means that there's one less drink in the
Maine.
Stephen King drinking game?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
No, this one's set in the deserts of Nevada. Have any of you read The Cask of Amontillado?
No.
Did you say
It's
read?
sort of like...
What? Movies are so much better.
But it's sort of like that, but with a little bit of vengeance. More focused on vengeance.
Books, that's kind of like when they put movies into words, right?
Books
Oh,
into
like
pictures. Words into
subtitles.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, just
Gotcha.
into books.
I don't like subtitles.
Okay, oh, yes. The Spring Gift Exchange Round 2 is now
Woohoo!
open. Charles, when is the last day to sign up for it?
Today, basically. I'm going to be matching up tonight and putting out any new people that wanted to sign up for round 2 are going to be assigned overnight by the time basically tomorrow rolls around. I'm off tomorrow. And then also anybody who has not been in touch with their gifter or giftee will be rematched by tomorrow as well so that they can move on. Because if anybody hasn't contacted each other by now, it's been a week, almost 2 weeks since we started this, so it's time to move on. It's been 2 weeks, yeah, so it's time to move on and get rematched. So we'll take care of all of that by tomorrow. Today will be the last day to sign up for round 2.
So if you're watching this and you haven't signed up yet, you're screwed.
Pretty much.
Okay.
And do it. Come on, you know you want to. It's really good.
All the cool
Maybe
games.
they'll have a
Don't
little
know
bit of
what you
leeway
might have.
tomorrow, or you're definitely doing matches tonight then?
I can probably do it into tomorrow because I'm actually off tomorrow and just going to be around. So if somebody wanted to sign up tomorrow, I could probably shoo them in tomorrow as well.
Okay. Do it early, folks. Do it early. Don't miss out. There's been a lot of posts already.
So
Like
cool.
it seems like it's been like 2 days or something, and there's been like a dozen or so posts. And I'm getting mine soon from Rakusha. I'm excited.
Oh man,
Yes.
like, believe me. I honestly can't spoil it for you. Like, believe me. I told you I'd be looking out for something for you.
Boxing
Yeah,
bubble
no,
wrap.
How about a hint? Give us a hint.
You want a hint?
Yes.
Pop, 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 pop.
Yeah,
Look at
trust
him.
me, you don't want to spoil it.
Okay,
He's
fine.
just
I'll give you a hint.
That tells me nothing.
Exactly. That's your
Wow.
hint. Figure it
That's
out.
White square on a box?
But it's the album cover of some sort of artist.
The White Album in a black frame.
Well, no. Well, to be honest, fine. I'll just show you the back cover of the.
Oh, he's so blurry, I can't read it. What is that?
Okay, hold on. I just gotta cover the artist's name.
Enhance.
Zoom. Focus. Too much focus. Okay.
That might be
basically,
too much of a hint. I won't look it up because that might have been too much of a hint.
Yeah. But anyway, it's the album of an artist, and the artist is in the film.
Okay. Alright, no more spoilers,
No more spoilers. That's
getting
your
pur-
hint.
You're getting
That's
Purple Rain.
Sting and David Bowie.
Purple Rain.
Sting.
Charles, you want to elaborate on your first
I
pack?
love Purple Rain.
I've never seen.
Oh, Charles got a package? Yes, he got a package from... Where'd you get a package from, Charles?
Troll0901DM, I think. And I
Speak of the
still
devil, there
actually
he
have it.
is.
Yeah, here we go. I keep it
And,
around by me at all times.
So
you never know what you're going to use with that brick.
my instant mortar set so that I can build my brick wall for my insane asylum I'm going to be in here pretty soon.
It's just bags of gravel.
It's just bags of gravel, just randomly.
Well, see, you see it as a troll gift, but he knew how much you liked Minecraft, so...
Good point. Well said.
There you go. You're welcome,
That's right. It's going to be forwarded on to Thin and Boney, so don't worry about that. He's getting 3 bricks.
Is that going into the prize vault?
Yes, we're putting the bricks in the prize vault.
I definitely need that brick. I need to throw some riot.
If we send enough bricks to Thin and Boney, we can build a prize vault.
Nice.
And dive in.
Oh.
Like Scrooge McDuck.
Okay, I want to mention this as well. DeepDiscount.com is having a buy one, get one free on kids' movies. I looked at some of the titles, and they actually have some pretty good titles.
None of them are Oogie Loves. I'm disappointed.
Aww.
I guess there's some debate. Royal Bee, wow.
I'm sorry.
Hey,
I
you
guess there's
laughed
some
out. That's
debate
going to be
over...
a cult favorite one day for stoners and high school people.
Wow.
And hipsters.
Anyway, SLC, I guess there's some debate over whether or not Stand By Me is a children's movie or not.
Oh, it's definitely a children's movie. Come on, it's coming of age, growing up story. Come on, who doesn't love the time that there was a leech on their balls?
Wait, was that in one of the buy one, get one free?
Yeah.
The
A
one
Leonard
where they
Genius.
found the dead body and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that was written by Stephen King, I think, wasn't it, Royal?
Yes. Yes.
That's considered a family.
Set in Maine.
Check this out. Different Seasons is the only Stephen King short story collection that all of the stories have been made into movies. Stand By Me, Apt Pupil,
Really?
Shawshank Redemption, and the other one. I can't remember the fourth one. Needful Things was its own novel. But all 4 of the stories in there had turned into movies.
Thinner?
Thinner was his Bachman novel.
There was I know another movie of his. I don't know very many movies of his that got turned into movies. The Langoliers.
Langoliers was...
Oh god, the Langoliers. Oh god.
That was a serial, wasn't it?
It was a serial starring Dean Stockwell, of all people.
Yeah.
Hey, now, don't hate on Dean.
Hey, no, I love Dean. I love Quantum Leap. It's just he could have done so much better.
Yo, Tyler.
I believe it.
Yeah.
The breathing method. Tyler knows
CGI.
the fourth one.
I mean, as a kid, I might have been scared of it. It's just, oh god, the Langoliers. I don't even know what that means.
They're saying the
method,
breathing... Yeah, there you go.
The breathing method, yeah. It's named something else. I know it's a movie. But
somebody please, if whoever's gifting to Markusha, whoever gifts to Markusha next gift exchange, please send him a keyboard.
Wait, send me a what?
A new keyboard.
Quiet keyboard.
I'm sorry. But the Canadian, the typewriter computers here, we don't have the technology as you do in the U.S.
This guy's typing on a Brother Daisy Wheel typewriter.
See, now, one of the best keyboards, we're getting off subject here, but... One of the best keyboards was back from like the 1980s, where it had like the loud clickety keys. I can't think of the name of it now.
I can't remember either.
But it's like you press the key and like your neighbors do.
So it was like a nuclear bomb, but on a typewriter.
Pretty much. But it was nice. It was a nice keyboard. They sell for like $100 and something now.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're very sought after. Royal B knows what I'm talking about, right? I'm not making this up.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I know what you're talking about. It's like the Microsoft 108 keyboard or something like that, or it's like worth a couple $100 if you find one.
It's from the 80s. I forget what it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
All right, so let's try and shift this away from the, ripping on Canada and
nobody's
lack of
ripping on
technology.
Canada.
Thanks for Beaver, by the way.
New releases.
Yeah, new releases this week. We have really only one of note, I think. Django Unchained. Is that how you say it?
No. I think it's Jesus Uncrossed. I don't know. If anybody's
The
found
D
that
is
in
silent.
live a few months back.
You saw
The
it,
D is
right,
silent.
Charles?
I saw the skit, but I haven't seen the movie though. I'm just gonna buy the movie.
You better buy the
Royal,
movie.
you've seen it, Royal?
Yes, I have.
Was it good?
It's very good. It's very good.
Very
out
good.
of Tarantino's filmography, this is more of a actor-driven work than an homage-driven work. So the homage is just a little bit low this time. There is some homage, but it's more built in than showy.
Yeah.
So you get a
I
little
will say
bit
that
more.
gratuitous violence is.
Yeah, there's gratuitous violence in there too. There's a lot of gratuitous violence depending on what you're seeing.
So it's a Tarantino movie then.
Yes, it's a Tarantino movie, but the homages are turned down a bit. There is homage there, but it's not as pronounced.
I will say this: the acting in it is impeccable. It is just.
Yes.
Who's in it,
And
Mark?
It is Jamie Foxx playing Django. There's Christoph Waltz, coming back to another Tarantino film, playing Dr. Keith Schultz. You've got Leonardo DiCaprio playing Calvin Candy, and who is the owner of the plantation of Candyland. We have Samuel Jackson playing Candy's, I don't know how to put this lightly, but let's say his right-hand man, Stephen, and then you've got Kerry Washington in a minor role playing Django's wife.
And you have cameos of various
And believe me, Christoph Waltz,
actors.
if anything but Green Hornet, he's perfect in.
That movie was so bad.
I can pretty much attest to this. Yes.
Is Sam Jackson making any sort of a cameo? I thought he's in every single Tarantino.
No, he's
He's
got
a major role in the
He's a
second
major
half.
role. Yes.
Cool.
Spoilers!
No, believe me.
But no.
You cannot recognize Samuel Jackson, but you can tell by his voice. But he's just having so much fun. He's just having so much fun, and so is DiCaprio. Like you see that smug smile on his face in every scene, but he's just having so much fun.
See, now I gotta get it.
And as I said before,
I'll get it
it also has
someday.
It has cameos of various psychotronic actors and actresses in there too.
Yeah, stuff that only Royal B would get.
Yeah, pretty much.
I heard it's just basically a remake of Blazing Saddles. Is that true, or?
No. No. That would be fun, though. That would be fun. But no.
A Tarantino remake of Blazing Saddles?
Listen, even Mel Brooks has gone on record saying that Blazing Saddles couldn't even be made today.
It was a great movie. We did that for a movie night, didn't we?
Yeah.
Mom!
Mom, I'm talking to my friends.
We're talking about movies.
No, I don't want my Milk and cookies, Mom?
I told you to clean up this room. I'm going to bring you up a jelly sandwich a little later. Clean up your room and get it ready. Your brother's going to come up here and look and see this mess. He's not going to like it. Hurry up before your father gets home, dear, and make yourself a jelly sandwich when you get downstairs. Clean up your room. I'll be back in a little while, honey. Don't worry about it.
Talk to your imaginary friends.
Go back on your internet and chat with your friends online about your movies and your cartoons, dear.
but that's what I'm saying. It sounds quite weird for saying, blank you, I work for Tarantino. Pow.
That was a sad Adam Sandler. That was my Adam Sandler impression. Anyway, just so you guys know.
It's a very good one.
Very good. Very spot on.
All right, SOC, bring us back together. Bring us to the center again.
Yes, thank you. Okay, there is questions.
Wait,
and
there are questions.
There's new releases.
Oh, sorry, there are new releases. I forgot I got ahead of myself here.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Royal B.
There's Police Story 1 and 2, the first and second movies Jackie Chan ever starred and directed in. There is Message from Space, made by Kinji Fukasaku, who made Battle Royale. It was supposed to be a Star Wars ripoff, but it ended up inspiring Return of the Jedi. And then you have Bay of Blood, which was directed by the great Mario Bava. And it was sort of his last horror movie. And Chris Cunningham decided to remake it into something called Friday the 13th. And that's all that's out right now that I know of.
There is another movie, Empire of Silver. I don't know if anybody's heard of it. It's a movie out of China. It's along the lines, well, I guess like as far as like the cinematography and stuff like that, as of Curse of the Golden Flower. I think that's probably a little bit more popular movie. These are some of my most like favorite movies. I mean, it's kind of, I think we call them epic movies, where like the cinematography is just like off the charts.
So you it's called Wuzai. It's Chinese fantasy.
Yeah, I guess I've never heard of it put like that, but yeah, just like those kind of movies.
Mm-hmm.
I find that they're amazing. Like as far as like, because they have these elaborate costumes and the colors and the story to this is supposed to be actually really good as well. And it's definitely going to be one of my pickups for Tuesday. My pickups have slowed as of late, but that's going to be one that I pick up. And it's expensive, unfortunately, but it's definitely one I'm picking up, and I can't wait to watch it. So
you're a big fan of Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon?
Yes. Very much like that movie as well.
You'd like a lot of Wuzais. Hero.
Hero was there. Was that last year.
Yeah. There's tons that you'd probably like Redcliffe, which is sort of a Wuzai. It's based on real
that I've heard.
Fact. Redcliffe? You never heard of John Woo's Redcliffe? Yeah. It's sort of a war fantasy.
What is it called again?
Redcliffe.
It seems familiar. Yeah, I probably would like that.
Yeah, and then there's tons of they're doing, since that's the computer animation is a lot more better. They've been doing tons of Wuzai lately.
Yeah.
So they're coming out like every 2 weeks with a new Wuzai coming out, either from China or Korea. But they're pretty good. They're pretty standard.
See, I never knew that they were. I didn't know they have like a genre to themselves. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah. It started way back with like Green Snake and like in the 80s and 90s when they just started to be international. You have Once Upon a Time in China and Green Snake and Bride with White Hair and it's been directed by like guys like Ringo Lam, Choi Hart, John Woo I think did a couple of them. But with the advancement of computer animation, they could do a lot more, so they've been churning them out left and right.
Yeah. I just love like epic films like that. They're amazing. The sound's really good in them too.
Oh, you'll like them. You'll like them.
I want to hop to our discussion questions, and this is one that I'm going to put to Charles first. This is our question that every new person has to answer, and he probably knows what it is. What is your favorite scene from a movie, and why? And you have to prove it. And Mark, get ready because you'll be next.
My favorite scene from a movie is probably
Big Lebowski.
Yeah, that's like your opinion, man. No, my favorite scene from a movie is probably The Matrix. When they go into the building in the first Matrix, when they bring out the guns, and it's like the wire work with the kung fu and the cinematography, the action, the sound effects, everything on that is just amazing. And to me, that was like nothing I had ever seen before in an action movie, with all the different elements together. Matrix to me just blew away DVDs for me, so that'd probably be it on DVD.
Okay. Can you quote anything from the movie?
Let's see. I mean, from the movie, there's a ton of references.
Well, I guess you couldn't really quote anything from the scene. There you go.
This is how you take a stranger to the Alps.
Quote.
Ladies and gentlemen, our very own school.
Oh, this is what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps.
But yeah, that's probably my favorite on DVD.
Okay, Mark.
My DVD collection.
Question is now to you.
Okay, if we're going to have to go with favorite scene, I'm going to go to Monty Python and the Quest for the Holy Grail. Now, the reason why for that, I remember watching this since I was 4 and just loving it. Like, I was indoctrinated with Monty Python.
So that was like 6 years ago?
In a way, it was. So the one scene that really still sticks out in my mind is the Killer Rabbit scene. I just love it to this day, where it's like they're going to this cave where the Holy Grail is supposed to be, or where they can find out more information about it, and it's being guarded by a little tiny bunny rabbit. That's it. And they're all thinking, that's it? It's just a harmless little bunny rabbit, and the enchanter there going, no, it's not just a bunny rabbit. It leaps like geez, like, look at the balls. And so King Arthur sends one of his knights to the round table to go chomp it off, and he's like, yep, go and do it. And then, nope, rabbit jumps up and bites the guy's head off. And they're all going, Jesus Christ! And so they all decide, okay, we're all going to go for it at once. And they all start trying to fight off the rabbit, and they end up losing 3 other people. And everybody else goes, run away, run away, run away! Seriously, there was a CD-ROM game that I still have. I've been trying to play it for a while, where it's kind of like a point-and-click game that basically takes you through the entire movie. And I hated going through the Killer Rabbit part because I could never get past it.
It was a game?
Python. It is. Yeah, there was a... Hold on. I don't have it here.
You talking about Jazz Jackrabbit?
No. Monty Python and the Quest for the Holy Grail. No, I don't have it here, actually. It was basically like, for 1997, it was a really good CD-ROM game where you actually played little mini-games in there. There were clips from the movie in there. Basically point and click, and there are little things that would be popping out and jumping at you, and little audio clips and video clips and animation. It was great. And the thing of it, I was 4. Monty Python is very adult humor, so yeah, I was kind of weird as a kid.
As a kid?
But yeah, that's probably my favorite. Yeah, as a kid. That's my favorite movie scene.
Okay, another question.
Well, then again, it also changes like every year.
This one I'll pose to Charles first, since he posed this question. How has your collection changed since you created our DVD collection?
What a great question. I'm glad you came up with that and asked that question.
Thank you. As the moderator, this is what I get paid for and make the big bucks for.
Right. That's where you get all your sponsorships from and everything. Nice.
Yeah.
No, I would say, when I started this subreddit, I think I had, I want to say a couple hundred, maybe 300 DVDs. Now I have 1,300 DVDs, so it's definitely grown. But some major things that have changed since I joined the subreddit because of the community specifically. One, I never watched anime. I'd never seen any anime movies at all. And now I was actually just listing off all the other day, all the anime series I've seen and movies, and how many I own. I mean, I probably own 30 to 40 anime titles now. And it really is. I'm really enjoying it. I went and saw From Up on Poppy Hill today in the theater. I drove 40 miles to go see a Studio Ghibli movie in the theater, which that wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for this community. I never saw a foreign subtitled movie before I joined this subreddit. The first one I saw was Life is Beautiful, and the second one I saw was Pan's Labyrinth, and then Pan's Labyrinth was the second one I saw. And since then I've seen a couple other ones like Old Boy, and then the Battle Royale. Like there's been a few other ones that I've seen now, and I'm now really getting into seeing more. The Magician by what's his name? Oh gosh, it's the first time Ingmar Bergman. First movie I saw from him. And I really liked the composition on that movie. So I think it's really just opened up many, and then Western movies. I never saw a Western movie before I joined this, and then we had a Western expert, and now I have probably 30 to 40 Western movies in my collection. I mean, there's just so many different movies that I would have never. I was pretty much all comedy, all action before I joined this subreddit. So I just wanted to thank you guys because, I mean, I've seen so many great things now that I never saw before.
Very good. That's a very good answer, man. You were waiting on that one, weren't you?
Yes.
And Beeve, probably the biggest change in collections.
Oh, God.
How has your collection changed? You went from like 12 to like 1,200, right?
Well, to be honest, way before I even started, or before I joined the subreddit, I collected, I probably had between 700 and 1,000 titles in my collection.
Wow.
And sold a bunch off to help pay for the wedding that didn't happen. And when I first joined, I had 27 titles to my name. And that actually was about exactly almost a year ago. And now I'm just under 1,500 in my collection.
Nice.
I'm constantly looking at expanding shelving and all that other stuff. Right now, I'm waiting to recover from a very expensive car repair bill, and I'm actually going to be adding some more shelving to kind of make it more concise in my living room.
You should just buy in bulk.
With shelving, I do.
Yeah, like
so Beef, just to
go find like a huge set.
I do. I've been going to Walmart. They have it's a Mainstays brand 3-shelf bookcase, and it's like $15 for this 3-shelf bookcase. You know, I buy 3 of them at a time, and I actually stacked them on top of each other and put wood screws down through the bottom shelf into the top one of the one underneath it, and actually stack them. I've got 2 10-foot tall shelves in the living room right now.
What about what kind of movies, Beav? What titles, what kinds of movies? Has that changed?
Not really. I've always been real big into pretty much anything. You know, I watch anything good or bad. However, I guess the one change I would say is the B-rated cult classics. I've gotten more interested in those things like Deathbed, The Bed That Eats, Rubber.
Royal Goes Wild with applause.
I love Deathbed.
The Ginger Dead Man trilogy. Actually, I give Duels credit for the Ginger Dead Man trilogy because I wouldn't have found that without his help. And the Girls, Guns, and G-Strings 12-film collection that we need to
I love that one.
watch again.
What's that guy's name? Andy
Serkis. Andy Sidaris, I'm sorry.
Sidaris, yeah. I was going to say Sudeikis, but that's the guy from SNL.
I love Andy Sidaris.
Nice.
The man makes quality schmaltz.
Good answer,
I'll
Beav.
pose
Good
the
answer.
question to myself. Very good question. Very good answer. So, Corn, how has your collection changed since you joined DVD collection? Oh, thank you for asking. My collection has changed in that I no longer have pirated material in it. I actually had 3/4 or more of my DVDs were just stuff that I downloaded, burned to disk. I got rid of those and actually started going legal. It's a lot easier that way for me, honestly. It's probably cheaper because burning discs and all that stuff was more than $2 for a movie. Because I used to print out the covers as well, and ink is like $1,000 an ounce, so probably save a lot more. But as far as like selection, it's hard to say because I mean I only had probably like legitimate titles. I probably had 15.
10 were Simpsons.
8 of those were. I was gonna say 8 to 9 of it was Simpsons. So you know, I guess my collection has changed in that I added some movies to it. But it's changed also because I've seen movies that I would have never have seen without the DVD collection subreddit. Dead Alive being one of them, which I wasn't crazy about, but it was a pretty good movie.
Which Charles, by the way, we need to
pretty
do
good.
sometime.
What's that?
We need to do
You need to
things
do what?
sometime.
Yeah.
Thanks, Skilling.
I kick ass for the Lord.
Other than that, I'd say probably Criterions. I got introduced to Criterions, and I am hooked. I have about 15 of those now.
Nice.
So mine just have expanded. My tastes have very much expanded. And Mark? Are you there, Mark?
Good to lose you.
Hello, Markusha.
I think Mark got put in
I don't
timeout.
believe he's with us now. Yes, he did. I think he
Mom
got-
wanted him to do the dishes.
And he left. Bye, Mark. Royal, how has your collection changed? Has it changed?
It's kind of, sort of. When I joined with the subreddit, I had just found out that my current collection that I had left up north was destroyed, demolished by a broken water main. And I had about, I'd say, around 3,000 titles. Not to mention rarities and stuff you really can't get on DVD. The whole basement flooded. So at the time I was rebuilding, and I wouldn't say my collection had changed because of the subreddit, but I had learned a lot more places to search than just Amazon and your local video store, your local media store. You know,
Yeah.
I learned about eBay. I learned about pawn shops. You know, I started looking through the flea markets again, the bazaars. But yeah, it did really gut me. So when I was helping with the recos and I joined in and everything, I was really rebuilding my collection. But I did get into some Bergman. Bergman's my crap. I love Magician. I love I think the Seventh Seal, the one where Teth is playing chess. I've got the Virgin Spring. The Virgin Spring is awesome, especially if you watch Last House on the Left afterwards with it. But yeah, I got into some Bergman. I got into a lot more classical directors like Truffaut, Clouseau, Pabst, and I started rebuilding I started getting more into Criterions as well. I would love to get some of the Masters of Cinema DVDs. Those look pretty nice too.
I have one. I think I have one of those.
I mean, just for the
title though.
Just for the looks of it. But yeah, that's pretty much the improvement I got from being on the subreddit.
Nice.
Yeah, sorry, I just
Very nice
came back from the dead.
We know you have to take out the trash.
One last question.
It's those jelly sandwiches.
Let's get this last question in because we're running a little long, guys. With the release of Django Unchained, they're releasing like about 5 exclusives for Best Buy, Walmart, Target. I think Future Shop is getting their own steelbook.
We're getting our own array for Canada.
I'll field the 2 people on this one. Charles, do you think that hurts the collector having 5 different releases? I mean, the same release essentially, but just changing like the steelbook of it, or like Walmart, you get a shirt and an extra disc.
I think I don't think it hurts collectors. I think it's just like anything that has variants. You know, like comic book collecting, Jules will tell you there's variant covers, you know, that comic books have, and different regions can get them and things like that. I think with DVDs, what's awesome is when you have these different variants and they're limited runs, we have things like, you know, high value on those things, like steelbooks. When you see the Disney steelbooks that I forget who the collector is that was selling his Disney steelbooks for like crazy prices, $200, you know, for sealed books. That's because there's these exclusivities, there's limited runs. I love it personally. I would love to see more things like that, where we have limited runs of DVDs and you know, limited specials. I love special features, extra discs, things like that. I love it. I think it's great for collectors.
So would you buy 2 or 3 copies of a movie to get the bonus discs that come with them?
I have 2 or 3 copies of movies because of the different versions. I think I have 3 versions of Akira, for example. I have the Bandai release, I have the Genion release, and I have the release in a tin. You know, I mean, I love it, so I would love to have different versions of things. I Am Legend, I had the 1 disc, and then I heard about the alternate ending on the 2nd disc, and now I have the 2-disc version, and the extra ending is completely different. So I love different versions and variants like that, and would buy, yes, different versions.
Okay. We'll go with Royal B.
I'm on the opposite.
What do you think about?
I'm on the opposite side.
So you think it's a bad thing?
Yeah, kind of, sort of. I think it'll turn people away from DVD collecting. As someone who was collecting comic books in the 90s when they did have the chrome covers and the variant covers, it did turn a lot of people away from collecting, or it would turn them to the more indie titles, the more small press titles, and it really hurt the whole business, and it kind of killed the collecting. If you're building for collectors and just collectors alone, you're not going to bring in a lot of viewers, and a lot of viewers don't want to collect a huge amount of variants. Now, if we were talking about 20th anniversary series, or maybe if we're talking about, a special steelbook, steelbooks are right. But if we're doing like a lot of variants, and I've seen this done before with Army of Darkness, how they were like, I think there's 15 different variants of the movie, and they all have certain different things. Nobody wants to pay another $20 for the Necronomicon looking cover when they only have the proper DVD. So if you're doing exclusivity to get people buying all these covers, it's not going to work. They just want the movie.
How do you think it's going to hurt the business? I mean,
hurt the business of DVD?
Just because, yeah. Do you think just people will be turned off by it?
Yeah, they'll be turned off by it. I mean, they don't care about the packaging; they just want the movie. If you give them a free T-shirt and put in the steel case, that doesn't really mean anything. Wow, I got a free shirt. Whoopee! They just want the movie. What's the extra disc contain? Does it say?
Yes. But
Hopes and dreams.
I failed to bring it up. It had just some exclusive content. I think it might have been like a making of or something. I'll have to look it up. I looked it up earlier, and for the life of me, I can't remember.
Well, if it's a making of,
it was just a bonus disc.
To me, if it's just a making of, or like little mini featurettes about the costuming and the lighting stuff, people aren't going to go for that. Even as a collector, that to me is just wasting disc space. But they just want the movie. They don't want to have to go to a certain thing. If they're collectors, I don't think they want to go and get one with a commentary, one without the commentary, one that has the making of featurette, one that doesn't have the making of featurette. That's too much time and money. They just want the movie and maybe a couple features. That's it.
I'm glad I chose you too. You have opposing viewpoints. That worked out well. Okay. I think that's going to be it for the discussion questions. We're running a little bit long, so I want to thank everybody for showing up. Thank you, Charles.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you, Corn. Oh, it's okay. No problem. Royal B. And Mark, who had to go. His internet was being a... So, he had to go ahead and leave. But thank you, Markusha, for showing up. And that is number 3 in the box. Next week, we'll probably be back on Saturday at 9 p.m. Doing it live as well. And we actually have 4 viewers watching. So, hello to the 4 viewers, whoever you are.
Remember, if you have any questions,
and
be sure to ask in my post.
Yes, ask on post, not on YouTube. I'm going to have show notes up, probably doing that as I'm processing the videos. So video will be going up tonight if you guys want to rewatch it if you're viewing it now. But thanks for watching, guys. Peace. What a way to end. Nipples? Did you say nipples?
Nipples.
Freaking balls.
All right, I'm gonna turn on my camera. Just gonna set the bandwidth.
Okay.
And you got a
Well, it's
phone
not
board.
quite necessary.
Awesome.
All right, you can see me now.
Yes.
All right, perfect. All right, now back to doing this.
Is SLC going to do a balloon animal? What's he got in his hand?
It's a straw.
Okay, are you going to do a straw animal?
He's like, for the next segment.
Another snake.
Yeah. A worm.
And for my next one, it's a blowfish. And my next one,
It's
a
a stick.
blowfish.
Hey, Merkush, I got a question.
Sure.
You guys got a film board, right? A Canadian film board?
Yes, National Film Board.
Yeah. Do they put out DVDs of the stuff they...
Sometimes they do, but all of their stuff is actually available for free. In terms of, you can actually go on their website. There's actually a National Film Board of Canada app that you can download, and as long as you have an internet connection, you can watch anything from there.
Ah, sweet. There's been a couple of them to be seen that they own.
Like, I remember as a kid watching this animated version of The Cat Came Back on a videotape in somewhere in my basement. I have no idea where it is. The moment I had that app, that was the first thing I searched for. And I found it, and it would just brought back a bunch of memories.
Awesome.
Nostalgia is so hard.
Yep. Yes, everything's okay.
Yeah, when I moved back,
to quickly look over why I want to transfer.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
Hi.
And she just closed the door. She didn't care.
Talk to your invisible friends. Yeah, okay. But no, when I moved back to Michigan, our PBS, our college PBS station, they would have a lot of stuff from the Canadian Film Board.
Wait, Roy, aren't you still down in Pittsburgh?
Yeah, I'm from Michigan though. I was born in Saginaw.
I thought you still.
Yeah, I live in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
When I moved back to Michigan, I used to I did some time in Florida.
Did some time.
I mean, well, it felt like it did some time, but I lived down in Florida for 10 years. Then we moved back for a while, and then I moved down to Pittsburgh when things weren't doing so well.
Okay.
But yeah, as I was saying, when I moved back to Michigan, the college PBS station, they would have a lot of stuff from the Canadian Film Board. And I remember some of this stuff. There's like this documentary called La Lutte. It was a documentary on professional wrestling. It was like way back in the 50s, I think. And it was just these professionals that would not break character. And it was so freaking hilarious. I was wondering if they had it on DVD. So and now, the app and everything. So that's pretty cool.
I exposed part of your gift when I was showing the shelves.
Alright, guys, it's 9 o'clock. Should we start this?
I missed that.
I'm going to wait a few minutes because Cage Candy showed up at the last minute.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, Cage Candy.
Yeah. Freaking latecomer. I had something for this. I had a joke. Had to come back.
But I think David Cronenberg's early stuff is on there too, isn't it?
Cronenberg's as in NFB stuff?
Yeah.
I don't know. To be honest, I haven't checked. And there's only one David Cronenberg film I've actually seen, and it was The Fly. And there are some of his I really want to see. I really want to see Dead Ringers, so I'm trying to find the criterion. But
look for Shivers.
Shivers, I've seen the opening for because we watched it in film class.
Cool. But yeah, that's his tribute to Ballard. It's sort of a rip-off of a Ballard story, but he added the parasites to it. If you're interested, it's based on the short story. I think it's a short story called High Rise.
Yeah, no, that would make sense. I honestly can't remember.
But yeah, High Rise is just a real interesting story.
I posted the show notes again just in case if someone didn't have it. I know Mark showed up. I don't know.
No. I saw it at the top. I showed up like just as you posted, but I've got it. Did you edit it? Oh.
Yeah, I've added a few things.
Yeah. I saw. I can see your little mark. Hello.
I'm trying to do a podcast here. I don't care if supper's ready. Let me do this. I'll eat it later. Just put it in the microwave.
I've already eaten supper. I'm sure that happened. I didn't want to miss.
Mom, I'm talking to a girl.
Why don't you go outside and play with the neighborhood boys and play with your little cock and balls a bit?
What, baby? You're so beautiful. You've got some cock and some balls.
Yes, finally somebody gets the Adam Sandler reference.
Let him jiggle around your nuts and sack for a little while.
This is so being added to the end. I'm just cutting that part out. I'm gonna make like a best of to add to the end of the video.
Random shit that goes down.
Charles, I need that as your ringtone on my phone.
Charlie, pick up the phone. You better not be playing around with your cock and balls.
I made you some jelly sandwiches.
It's so spot on.
What, baby? What's wrong? Why don't you lube up his nuts and sack and let him play with your cock and balls a little bit?
No! I'm not gonna laugh at you! I'm not gonna laugh at you!
Oh, God damn it.
No, Mom, leave us alone. Can opener.
Charles, if I ever come out to Seattle, we are totally getting that recorded as your ringtone.
I have no idea what you guys are even referencing.
Adam Sandler CD stuff. It's childish, it's immature, but it's hilarious.
Hello, I'm a goat. Come closer. I cannot see you. Oh, you button hooked me. I didn't know you were going to button hook me when you threw the football.
And now a cow getting hit by a pitch in the bottom of the 6th inning at the Little League World Series. Take your pitch. And now a cow going skydiving for the first time until he realizes that he hasn't worn his parachutes.
God, I hate living in the ghetto.
In the ghetto.
No, I don't think.
Wait, Corn, did you live in the ghetto?
And ghetto-ish.
So if I map quest your house, do I see bullets flying?
Typically, yes.
And his mama cried.
It could be Tyler, who knows?
Oh, we got the other chat.
Yeah.
Rim shot. No, I don't even think I bought anything physically this weekend. I think it was just Giga's package, which was awesome. Like, Charles, I like, seriously, thank you for pairing me up with him. Like, that was amazing. I have no way of thanking you.
I gotta spread Gigafrost around every 6 months to someone else.
Yeah.
Who's gonna get him this time?
Yeah. I just kind of feel bad for him how much he actually spends on me for this, because I could have just sent him to a bunch of links that would have been really cheaper. And like, just
is he a sugar daddy? He's a sugar daddy, isn't he?
He's a sugar daddy.
The thing you have to realize about Gigafrost is, number one, he's super generous with his friends. Number two, he really wants to expose people to anime, so he really likes to hear back from you when you actually watch this stuff.
Yeah,
and he really wanted to.
I really can't wait to start Avatar.
Avatar is so good. That's not anime though. That's the one thing that he.
I know that's anime inspired. It's anime inspired, but
right. And then the other thing is, it's if you think about it as a percentage of what he spends on DVDs per month, it's really it's similar. Well, it is something. I mean, it's it was a couple $100, and I think he spends between $300 and $400 a week. So, it's still a bit, but
a week.
He spends $300 or $400 a week, yeah, at minimum. But
if you want, whenever you go to start watching Avatar, let me know. I've got it on my Amazon Prime watch list.
Oh right, you got Amazon Prime. Yeah, they finally offered that to Canada, but it's still not worth it.
$75 a year, man.
$75 a year for nothing to watch and crappy.
Oh,
expensive.
come on! I can point out some stuff to watch.
Yeah, on Canada.
They've got some stuff.
The Canadian selection is different.
Exactly.
Oh.
That's the problem.
I bet I can find something to give me a look at it.
I mean, I did watch the first 4 seasons of Power Rangers in there, so.
I never saw the show.
Eve, is that the guy from Big Bang Theory on your shirt?
Yep.
Nice. SLC, where are we at?
Changing something real quick, and then I'm going to start at about a minute and a half or so.
Cool.
If I disappear off camera for a brief second, just ignore me. I'm trying to cook dinner, too.
Cooking with the Beef. All new on Food Network.
Hey, it's probably more educational than anything that's on A&E or History Channel right now.
But you got the Bible on History Channel, man.
I went to my first Blockbuster closing today. So depressing.
I know, right? Well, at least you still have Blockbuster. We've got nothing now.
I didn't buy anything. I just walked in and looked around and was just like, this is horrible.
Yeah, what percentage of the store was off?
They were down to $1.99 for everything.
Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would have gone mad in there.
Oh, there was nothing in there except for crap. The only thing that was halfway decent was the one by the maker of Little Miss Sunshine. I can't remember what the name of it is. Rosie Carter or Rosie something. I don't know. Rosie Palm.
One of the 5 sisters.
And has anybody seen Beaver, the Mel Gibson one?
Beaver?
What was it again?
It's called like The Beaver. It's Mel Gibson uses a
Directed
beaver
by
puppet.
Candle Shoe, Silence of the Lambs,
Demi.
not
Jonathan
Demi.
Demme. Not Jonathan Demme.
Jonathan Demme directed it. I thought it was, what's her name? Jodie Foster. Thank you, A Way Out. Thank you. I thought it was directed by Jodie Foster. My fault.
The Beaver?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm IMDbing it right now.
Don't.
Yeah.
Don't. It's Mel Gibson pretending to be schizophrenic with a beaver puppet.
Okay, are you guys ready?
I'm ready when you are.
Yep.
In the words of Bela Lugosi, let's shoot this.
Fucker. Oh wait, you weren't gonna finish that line?
I'm on a short leash today.
Well, we're not technically. Well, we're live. Anyways. Okay, so